was out, they pulled me back in.
Zappuccino.
Let's talk about Sil and Paulie.
They look kind of weird.
That's a commercial, isn't it?
Paulie and Sil started out pretty much on the same page. A good page.
You Ariel?
Well, that also depends. Are you a bill collector?
Oh, what is this, the Catskills? Shaggy Green we got here. This guy's a bull.
Paulie, if we don't kill this prick, we should put him to work.
They continue as a solid duo through season 1 and season 2.
I'm having good luck with Swiss Basics moisturizing formula.
Yeah, I'll try.
Your little nephew's ripped up the house and then haven't been back there.
They both agree that Richie Aprile is a bad egg.
It's me, then you and Sil together. That's the new pecking order.
But then Ralph Cifaretto comes along.
Ralphie's star is rising. All those unions. Paulie can't come near the kind of cash.
They both go through a very emotional moment in Funhouse.
Let him stay with the fish.
He made a great Santa Claus.
At first, solid pair.
You don't talk that way to Santa.
Get back there. Tell Santa you're sorry.
Hey, it's Uncle Silvio and Uncle Paulie.
The skip's seeing a psychiatrist. How's that sit with your ears?
It was this conversation here between Sil and Paulie that first made me think Paulie may have another agenda in mind. Or that he might not have been thinking of the family's interests first.
Wish him buona fortuna.
I'm your lover, baby. True.
And then we go into season 3.
Paulie, you requested a sit down. He heard you out.
We start to see these wedge issues form and get in the way of what was once a fairly straightforward relationship between these two.
Why did you go pick it up tomorrow?
Why don't Sil go?
I'm sending him home. He's dying from the flu.
That gives him a pass? I don't care if he's got 100 kids in the ICU with arrows in their heads.
He has no fucking conception.
He's got no kids.
And the Dante! $100 for a goal!
I didn't hear you, Tom.
Right here, Paulie's having trouble hearing Tony. That's gonna happen again later on this episode.
Hey, that you? Ah, damn it.
Johnny Sack beginning to take a greater role in New Jersey affairs,
Maybe you heard about it.
I don't stick my beak in.
along with the deaths of certain characters.
So there's a vacancy. There's a lot of business to do.
And whenever there are new people or transitions and changes that have to be made, things can get tense.
The other day, we were talking about Florida. I noticed you clammed up around Paulie. You did too. Jesus, do you believe this shit? You have any idea what Albert kicked up last week?
With Sil in the role of consigliere, his job is to give Tony objective advice and serve as his most trusted advisor. When there weren't any issues between Sil and Paulie or between Sil and Paulie and Tony, it was easier for things to stay cool and not get heated or tense.
Sil, cheer me up, babe.
Just when I thought I was out, they pulled me back in.
Huh? Zappuccino.
Once Paulie started sticking his beak in more,
Ever go to tie your shoes and you notice the end of your laces are wet? Why would they be wet?
I got no fucking idea.
but once Paulie started to become a liability and an issue, Sil had to sort of look at Paulie through a new lens.
You saw how I was with them at dinner the other night? Something's going on.
It occurred to me that maybe Paulie's the one telling our friend in New York all our business.
You want to end up like my Uncle Junior? Or worse, like Paulie?
We've been friends a long time, Paulie. So I'm gonna go off the record here. I think certain people starting to wonder where your heart is.
Every friendship has its peaks and valleys. The cycle comes around.
When Paulie says, every friendship has its peaks and valleys, Tony and I are in the valley right now, the cycle comes around, I think we can apply that to Paulie and Sil's relationship at that moment. At the same time, rather than cycling back up, while Sil and Paulie don't stay in a heated argument, it's not like it really used to be.
So there you go, then.
Don't give me that smart alecky shit. Don't forget, I go back in this family to Johnny. Before you even. It's your fault anyway. All this shit started when I had to go pick up your $5,000.
So all of this shit, all of these problems going on within the DeMeo family and the Lupertazzi family, it's all because Paulie had to make a visit to Valerie's apartment because Sil had the flu. Okay, that makes sense.
Things might be a little different, Paulie. You could accept some responsibility for a change.
Oh! Nobody knows what the future holds, my friend. Whoa.
What are you concerned about?
I lived through the 70s by the skin of my nuts when the Colombos were going at it. I just want to make sure somebody knows there could be a line of Cazzarellis a mile long.
Duly noted. So there's no problem, then.
When I think of The Sopranos, Sil and Paulie are part of that core foundation.
The seat of the house. Fundamenta. Do you understand? Fundamenta?
Foundation.
Foundations.
By the time we get to the end of the series, instead of it being Tony, Sil, and Paulie, it's like Bobby's replaced Paulie at the table.
So, Buddha.
3 pops. Within a tight time frame, top 3 guys.
Paulie got the area?
No, management.
While there's never any huge explosion or blow up between them, their happy, jolly old sunny relationship
That's a commercial, isn't it?
I'm not embarrassed. You embarrassed?
becomes less and less harmonious and less sunny, literally and figuratively speaking. A couple of cool art imitates life things to point out that Paulie and Sil share in common. Paulie was a real life gangster.
You're gonna make good on his busted arm. Oh yeah? Why am I gonna do that? Of course I said so.
And Silvio Dante is married to Gabby Dante in real life. Stevie Van Zandt and Maureen Van Zandt.
The times make the man, honey, not the other way around.
How about you? It might be your first blowjob.
Remember when is the lowest form of conversation.
Did you hear that?
Overall, while they started out very close and on the same page about nearly everything, the deeper we get into the series, the more that Sil and Paulie's interests and attitudes tend to diverge, sometimes in a more subtle manner, while other times right at the surface. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video about Sil and Paulie's relationship. What do you think?